Shalom everyone, a huge honor to have Rabbi Chaim. He's a rabbi here. There's a Lubavitch Yeshiva here in the city of Shemesh in Israel, doing amazing work to share over an amazing message connected to the ethics of the fathers. A huge honor.
Thank you so much, Michael. I just want to say I'm a huge fan of the work that you're doing and introducing yeshivas and the world of Torah learning to the wider audience is just unbelievable. So I just want to firstly say you should have much success and strength and onwards and upwards in what you're doing. We established this yeshiva 5 years ago. It was in order to meet the current Bocher where he is, and then to take him to heights that he didn't know or didn't expect that were possible for him, to unleash his potential. So it's just an idea that I was thinking of last night, and I wanted to mention. It says in the Pirkei Avot, what is a love that is something that lasts, a love that is unconditional, a love that is not dependent on something. What is a love that doesn't last? A love that is conditional on something. For example, the love of Amnon and Tamar, the very famous story. And I'm not going to go into it in Shmuel Beis, hopefully in Samuel, the second book. You can look up the story, a very tragic story, but it's the story of, when love is based on something, it could be on external appearances. It's something that doesn't really continue, and not only that, when the external appearances leave, the love diminishes and even can turn into hatred. Again, I don't want to go into the story, but I really encourage you to look it up. Then there's the love of Yonasan and David, which is a love that lasts forever. It's a love that's beyond being based on some external lust or external appearances. And I think for us in Yeshiva, the main thing that we're trying to do for our students is how do we get to a place where our relationship with Hashem, our relationship with Torah mitzvahs is that kind of love that is not based on the qualities that it gives us. I mean, so many of us today are coming to the world of education with, what is the education going to be able to mean for me in my working life afterwards? I'm doing a law degree in order to be able to practice law, or I'm doing, so I come to, what is my learning of Torah really going to help me? Or I have a question, I'm learning Eon, I'm spending 8 hours on learning in-depth, analytic Talmud study. How's it really going to help me in my life? What is it going to do for me? And how do we get to a place? And that's love that's conditional. In other words, I have a love, I have an attraction, I have it's meaningful to me, but because of something that it gives me. And how do I really get to a place that I'm able to have a relationship with Hashem? Obviously, we need from everything that we have in life, we have from Hashem. Everything that we get up in the morning and we say all the brachas and Shemesh. The main reason for Tefillah Shachris is that we ask Hashem, Bakashas Srachav, we ask Hashem for our needs. So of course we have needs and Hashem gives us those needs. But how can we also get to a place that we appreciate Hashem for the amazing qualities and infinite who He is, and how do we appreciate Torah mitzvahs for what they are, not necessarily for the things that they do for us. And obviously, as a Lubavitch said, our relationship also with the Rebbe is for us our guidance, our inspiration, and in many times we only really come to Him when we're in a stuck and we're in a place, we have to ask for a bracha. So there's the things that He gives us, but how can we actually get to a place that we also appreciate the Rebbe for what He is and who He is, and the unbelievable contributions that is given to Am Yisrael. And how do we get to a place that a mature relationship with Torah mitzvahs? That's really, I think, what we're trying to do for the Bochrim. And I'm really proud of the fact that I would like to say that all of the Bochrim here, we have Kanai 67, almost 70 Bochrim. Every one of them has taken a step at least towards this relationship with Torah mitzvahs and their relationship of authentic relationship with Hashem.
Wow.